Hello everybody, thanks for tuning into the channel. In this video, non-random spiral circular patterns and disc-shaped object in Gale on Mars. And this is not the same Gale crater at Mount Sharp where we find Curiosity rover. This one's down at minus 51 degrees or 51 degrees south, and spelt slightly differently, but just for background we'll be looking at these dust devils, as NASA calls them. Here's a shot of one of these random dust devils as captured in the photograph at the URL below, and there we can see some of the dark patterns or tracks left by these dust devils. You can see lots of randomness in the patterns. However, when we look at this photograph called Gullies in Gale, which was captured on the 26th of December 2018, we can see that there are some non-random patterns also on the Martian surface. This photograph was photographed at 25 centimeters per pixel resolution, and I'll be showing you images cropped from the JP2 black and white map projected file. There's a crop from the low-res JPEG, and we'll be checking out these swirls and circular patterns. You can see some of the randomness around this, but then we get to these really strange patterns, almost geometrical and symmetrical. As I say, located down at 51 degrees south, 31 degrees west, in this area of Gale, and the high-rise photograph we're analyzing hadn't been loaded at the time of this video, so we'll be checking out some of the other anomalies that I've found in this region towards the end of the video. First, we want to look at this circular disc-shaped object measuring about 12 meters in diameter, and up close we can see that the one side seems to be smashed in a bit, and we've got this almost like a covering in the center that sticks out over the edge. And what I've done here is I've just tilted it so that we can see the geometry and symmetry in this object. And in this region of the photograph, this is where I actually repaired the damage, you could say. So up close we can see the object, and it's lodged into the Martian surface over there, and the right hand side seems to be smashed in. All I did was I repaired it by copying this one side and pasting it on this side there, so you can see rather minor looking damage to this object, but this is what I speculate might look like. So yes, highly speculative on my part, I know. Let me know in the comments below what you guys and girls make of this anomaly. And then this is a zoomed out view of the spirals that we'll be checking out, and we can see some geometry and symmetry in the pattern there as well. We've got another one there. This is a zoomed out view, not to scale. So we'll be checking out this one running through here, and up close we can see these swirls or circular patterns, same sort of size and shape, and almost equally spaced along this stretch. So did dust devils form these patterns? And it also appears to have the same constant width throughout this track. Let's have a look at this one over here. Also zoomed out, not to scale, a little bit wider than the one we just checked out. Also some regular features to it, similar spacing, So I'd say this track is about 50 meters to 40 meters wide. Also rather irregular looking. So I don't know how a dust devil will form these similar shapes, spaced basically at the same distance apart. I can understand a single track running at a random sort of pattern. This looks rather artificial as well. Here's another swirl running down in this direction, and then in this direction as well. So we can see the randomness to some of these, but then again, why do we have these swirls? Sort of same width and size, almost spaced equally apart. Check out these. Another one running down here, and this one's also very, very interesting as well. So how would a dust devil come down, go through an arc, and then come back, go through another arc, and so on? Or if it was multiple dust devils, how do they end at the same length, and how do they follow the same arc or trajectory? Rather strange to see that as well. And discovered by my friend Saturn Arc near Kanowski. We've got circular depressions. We like to refer to these as crop circles in inverted commas. Not that they are. Also, there's another one of these disc-shaped objects. But there are two photographs that were taken 57 kilometers apart, west of Kanowski, and each two photographs have similarities. We've got these equally sized and shaped larger circular features. These measure about 2.5 kilometers in diameter, and they've got concentric rings consisting of darker material, about 2 meters wide. And we'll take a close-up look. The rings seem to be cleared out. The stones and rocks seem to have been removed to leave the circular rings. Then in each photograph is one medium-sized flat circular patch, about 200 meters in diameter, and then we've got multiple small flat circular patches ranging between 20 to 25 meters in diameter. Now let's check these out. There we can see the similarities between the two photographs. Same size and geometry between those two larger circular patterns. And then the darker rings up close. You can see the stones and rocks have been removed out of those rings to leave these darker lines, very similar to the lines out at Nazca. And then two circular depressions, almost identical. And then the smaller, darker circular patches, also same type of geometry and size. So let's have a look at these anomalies in Google Earth Mars, and we go down to the southern hemisphere, 51 degrees south. As I say, the high-rise photograph we analyzed hadn't been loaded yet. And let's have a look at some of the other anomalies in this region. Go up to another strange UFO type craft that I found. This disc shape to it and a little dome in the center. we go up to similar artifacts in this region. Check out that disc, and there's another one that looks very, very similar as well, also similar in shape and geometry. So these are pretty far apart. There we can see the other one, and next to it, one we just checked out for comparison next to it. But let's go back down to this area we're analyzing right now. In this video, checking out some of the other anomalies found in the region. Check out that, it looks like some type of machine or some type of tech. Multiple blocks in rows, check that out. This looks like a toppled wall. More huge slabs and blocks. Then it's got like a step to it, that chevron shape. I found two of these triangular blocks, same size and shape, with little features in the center. This is one of those you're looking at there. Looks almost like a type of a shell, fossilized shell or sea creature there. And I'm speculating Mars was covered in liquid water in the past, and there were these massive sea creatures. We found what looked like horseshoe crab remnants, sea cucumber fossils, and large shells. Looks like more wreckage over here. Another pile of junk there. Okay, so I'm not going to go through all the anomalies close by. Let's go back to Gale and we have a look at the topography. We'll switch on the CTX context camera image from the Mars Reconnaissance Orbiter. We go up to a nice elevation. As I say, these could have been formed by dust devils, but the non-random shape, geometry and symmetry just looks very, very unnatural to me. So this is the area we analyzed. I'll be looking at some of the other photographs in upcoming episodes, so do stay tuned for those. This area is relatively smooth and rather featureless. Looks as if it's that type of a dust devil alley, if you could call it that. A smooth piece running through here. So with that said, I think I've shown you what I needed to in this video. Do stay tuned for further episodes coming up soon. And thank you for supporting the channel. I do appreciate it. I'll be back and I'll see you then. Bye bye for now.